I think I have not discussed this one. So let's discuss this one, dear students. Okay, let's discuss. Let me discuss this one: xylem tissue and phloem tissue. Okay, xylem tissue. Actually, we have discussed the types of tissue. The types of tissue means we have uh meristematic tissue, that is permanently growing tissue. Okay, and then permanent tissue. Permanent tissue are of two types: simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. Okay, so we have discussed simple permanent tissue like sclerenchyma, collenchyma, parenchyma. Now we are just going to discuss the permanent tissue, complex permanent tissue. Complex permanent tissue's definition you have written. Complex permanent tissue, permanent tissue. We have discussed this one and we have written the definition that in this type of tissue, what we actually does, different types of atom keep combined together. Yeah, sorry, atom. What I'm saying, different types of cells combined together to form a tissue. Okay, you understood?
Yes, sir.
You understood? So here we can say that in complex tissue, different different types of cell combined together to form to perform a single functions, to perform single function. Note it down. Noted.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now we have two types of complex tissue. Complex tissue are of two types. One is the xylem tissue. Xylem tissue. Amni, have you? And this one is phloem tissue. Phloem tissue. Okay. This is complex. Now xylem tissue is water conducting tissue. Okay, and it conducts water. What it conducts? It conducts water and minerals in the plants. Okay, and it consists of following four types of cells. Means xylem tissue consists of four types of cells. One is xylem fiber. I have discussed this one. I remember I discussed this one. Xylem fiber, xylem parenchyma. Yes, I have discussed this one. Tracheids, and vessels. Check whether you have written this one or not in your copy.
Sir, I wrote.
It is written in your copy.
Yes.
Yes, Aziz and Abdul Jabbar, have you written this all this in your copy?
Not written.
Is it not written?
This one is not written.
Hmm?
This one is not written.
This one is written.
Not written.
Not written. Okay, let's talk about the xylem. Here we have xylem fiber. Xylem fiber is mean this one, this one, and this one. Yeah, these three are dead. These three are dead part. This is also dead part, but this is living. And you are very much familiar that xylem fiber provides support, and this provide storage of food, means help in the storage of food, and these tracheids and vessels have an help in water conduction. Okay, noted. Note it down fast.
Yes, sir. No.
Other student, note it fast.
Done.
Done?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Next we have let you write it. Wait a minute. Next one is phloem. And you know that this is xylem tissue, is water conducting tissue, and it have valves. So if it is being asked that which type of complex tissue have help in means have valves, so we can say that tracheates and vessels have they have they have valves which prevent backflow of water. Backflow of water. We can say that in xylem tissue, the water, there is only one direction of water, means water can travel in one direction, or water transportation take in one direction from stem to from roots to the top of the plants. Okay, so xylem tissue help in, means we can say that xylem tissue help in water conduction. It only conduct only conduct water from roots to top of plant, not vice versa, not vice versa. Okay, note it fast.
Sir, done.
Done. Okay, everyone noted.
Yes, sir. Done. No, sir.
Okay, wait a minute. Now talking about the next one is phloem tissue. Phloem tissue again consists of, it is also complex tissue. Phloem tissue, it is also a complex tissue. Okay, and we can say that phloem tissue help in the conduction of food in the plants, and it's made up of four, I mean it consists of four parts: phloem fiber, then again phloem parenchyma, then sieve tubes, and the last one is companion cells. Okay, and these both help in conduction of food. Okay, this phloem fiber, provide support. Fiber means support, provide support. Okay, this phloem parenchyma help in storage of food, storage of food. Okay, and these two help. Why these cells has named as companion cells? Because at maturity, these C tubes lack nucleus, mean they don't have nucleus. So at maturity, C tubes at maturity, C tubes lack nucleus. That's why companion cells, they need to depend on companion cells. That's why it need to depend on companion cell for coordination. Okay, and these are living cells. Only this one is dead, other are living. These three are living cells. These are living. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
So which cells lack nucleus at maturity? Companion cells, sorry, C tubes. Okay, got it? Got it, beta.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's move further. Should I move further?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now moving to the next part, here we have let you write, wait a minute, let you write some important points of this one. Like we can say that in the both xylem tissue and phloem tissue together they form vascular bundles. Okay, will you remember this one? Note it in your copy. Both xylem tissue and phloem tissue together form vascular bundles. Okay, now make a separate table for these two. Dear student, please note this one. Note this one.
Okay, sir. Sir, done.
Done?
No, sir. No, sir.
Note it first. The whole xylem tissue is not dead except the parenchyma, and whole phloem tissue is not living except the phloem fiber.
Sir, done.
Sir, done.
Okay. So wait a minute. Now let's talk about the animal tissue. Okay, the topic should start. That we should start with the animal tissue. Okay, animal tissue. So you know very well that let's you draw animal tissue means you know that animals are also made up of cells. So these are generally, we can say that if they are made up of cell, then if the cells group together, they will form tissue. Okay. So make this table. Wait a minute. Do everyone made this chart on your copy? Made this chart. Animal tissue has been divided into. Firstly, we have divided animal tissue into 4 types. The epithelial tissue, that is also called protective tissue. Protective tissue. Okay, and then connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. Now, this epithelial tissue has been divided into various parts: squamous epithelial, cuboidal, columnar, ciliated, glandular. Similarly, this connective tissue has been divided into 2: areolar connective tissue, adipose connective tissue, skeleton, fluid. Now, this has been further divided. Areolar is divided into 2 parts. Make it fast. Have you drawn?
Yes, sir. Done.
Other students?
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Okay. So let's write about the first one, that is epithelial tissue. Okay. So if I talk about this epithelial tissue, it is a protective tissue and is a part of plant tissue. Oh, sorry. Like we can say that. Wait a minute. Epidermis. Okay. What I'm talking about, epithelial or epidermis. Okay, epidermis cells. We can say.
Sir, epidermis is found in plant cells.
Yeah, it is. We can say this one. Okay. So if we talk about this epithelial tissue, so epithelial tissue is the first one, or the top layer that literally forms the upper layer of anything, that of our body part. For example, if you are looking anything that is the top layer, for example, if you are looking your skin, that is epidermal cells. Okay, if you see into your mouth, then the tongue is made up of epithelial tissue, the top layer. The inner lining of the skin of the mouth, the inner lining of the small intestine, the outer lining of the small intestine, these are all made up of epithelial tissue. You understood? Understood. So epithelial tissue is we can say that it is the top layer tissue, in which generally we can say that uh, almost cavities, they like in the cavities, okay, of the gut, of the glands, they are all forming the epithelial, I mean, they are made up of epithelial tissue. So please wait a minute, note it down about the epithelial tissue. So note this one. This one is the epithelial tissue. We can say that here. The epithelial tissue covers and protect all our body parts, like our skin, okay, and it's called epithelium. It we can say that other occurrence of epithelial tissue are in the inner lining of the mouth, like you see in the inner lining of the mouth, the organs covering, like you see kidney, the top layer of the kidney is made up of epithelial tissue, the top layer of heart is made up of epithelial tissue. Okay, so mouth lining, blood vessels covering of other organs and cavities, these are all made up of epithelial tissue, and these tissue don't have any intercellular space. Means these are tightly packed, or we can say that they don't have any inter cellular space. Okay, note it fast. Have you noted?
Yes, sir.
Are you taking the screenshot?
No, sir. Written.
Written everybody? Hmm? So if I
Yes,
talk about this one, noted everybody. Okay. So if I talk about this one, so you can say that these tissues are epithelial tissue and these have no intermolecular space or intercellular space. Okay, and they are separated. We can say that they are separated. These tissues are separated from the other one by a fibrous basement membrane. Means there is a basement membrane. For example, this is the upper layer of the skin. Okay, skin, and there is a specialized basement membrane, and there is it another adipose tissue. Okay, then areolar adipose tissue. Okay, that is containing fat layer here. So this the top layer of is made up of epithelial tissue. Okay, and this is going to have a basement membrane in between. Okay, we can say we can made it with different color. Okay, like this one with green color. The top layer is this one, and this is the basement membrane. And after the basement membrane is the adipose tissue. Okay, so if we say that they are separated from other by a fibrous basement membrane, okay, and the function, it protect the organ from which it covers, it keep different organs separates. Okay, uh, and epithelial tissue forms a selectively permeable membrane to the body. We can say that it is a membrane that does not means protect the organs and does not allow anything to. So it is just means a selectively permeable layer over the body, and the other organs means anything cannot enter. It just forming like we have a skin. So uh, skins allow the sweat to comes out. Okay, and it does not allow the anything to enter in our muscles tissue. So it is just acting as a semi-permeable layer, and it allows certain substances to pass through and stop others. Okay, it only allows certain substances that can enter or pass through this one. Okay, and stop other. It's in certain cases it served and act as a gland. Sometimes it also secrete glands. It act as a gland means it's helping the secretion of some like sweat gland. Sweat is being secreted from this one. Okay, so noted down the functions of epithelial tissue. Done? Noted, dear students?
Sir, last one minute.
Done.
Okay, done everybody? Okay. Now just talking about this one is squamous types of epithelial tissue. If we discuss that types of epithelial tissue, then it is a squamous. First one is a squamous epithelial tissue. Let me show you that how squamous epithelial tissue looks like. Okay, so squamous epithelial tissue. The squamous epithelial tissue is just like a single layer. Okay, let me show you here. Different types of tissue. One is simple columnar, like we have. Okay, that you can see here that this is a simple squamous epithelial tissue. Okay, this is simple squamous epithelial tissue. Then simple cuboidal. This is a cube-like cells. Then the columnar or pillar-like cells are there. Okay. Then we have stratified when more than one layer of squamous epithelial is placed over this. Then is formed stratified squamous epithelial. Similarly, if more than one layer of cuboidal is present, then it will become stratified cuboidal, and then pseudo-stratified columnar. So we're just going to discuss simple squamous epithelial tissue. So this is single layer, cell layer thick, and this generally form the inner lining of the mouth, where means this is a very delicate and very thin layer. So it is only present where the exchange of thing is taking place, like the inner wall of the alveoli. Okay, got it? Got it?
Yes, sir.
It is present in the inner wall of the alveoli. It is present here. So note it down that squamous means it consists of thin, flat, like polygonal or irregular shaped cells. Okay, they are polygonal, irregular with round and flat nucleus. Means here is now round and flat nucleus is present. They form inner lining of the nose, like inner lining of the nose, pericardial cavity, blood vessels. Okay, inner lining. Okay, and they protect the underlining part of the body from the mechanical injuries. Okay, noted. This is a single cell layer thing. Okay.
So sir, it's the first layer
This is
of
the
the
topmost
skin.
layer. No, no.
Top layer.
Skin is made up of stratified squamous epithelial tissue. Stratified means multiple layer of squamous epithelial tissue when there is a multiple layer, one layer, two layer, three layer.
Hmm.
Okay. So if it is like multiple layers of squamous epithelial tissue is present, multiple layer, then it form, we can say that it form squamous. Okay. Squamous
Okay, sir.
epithelial tissue. Abdul Jabbar, why are you having your camera off? Turn on your camera. Aris, Avni, and not it. Noted squamous epithelial tissue. Noted?
Yes, sir, noted.
Okay, now moving to the next part here. Uh, everyone noted this one?
Yes, sir, done.
Okay. Now we have this cube. We can say that the function of this squamous epithelial tissue, and we can it also provide. Wait a minute. Next one is after the squamous epithelial tissue. So it is also present in. I have told you that squamous epithelial tissue is also present in the alveoli of lungs. So note it down. These tissues are also present in the inner lining of the mouth and alveoli of lungs. Note it down. These tissues are also present. These tissues are also present in the these tissues are also present in the inner lining of the mouth. These tissues are also present in the inner lining of the mouth and alveoli of lungs and alveoli of lungs. It facilitates diffusion of gases. It facilitates diffusion of gases. Means you know that alveoli of in the lungs there are some balloon-like structure present, and we called it alveoli. Okay, and this help. We can say that this help in facilitated diffusion. Okay, got it? Or we can say it means it facilitates diffusion. Okay, diffusion of gases means the gas can the gas that we oxygen that we inhale it can easily diffuse into the lungs. Okay, you understood?
Yes, sir.
And the next one is the cuboidal epithelial tissue. Cuboidal is like cube-like cells. Okay, if we have cube-like cells, so then these cells like we have this cube-like cells. Okay, so it will be, we can say that this is the squamous epithelial tissue. Okay, sorry, cuboidal epithelial tissue. So these are the cube-like structures. Okay, these are the cuboidal cells, cube-like cells, and they are generally present cube-like cells and almost equal in height and width. Okay, these are equal in height and width, and this tissue is found in the kidney tissue. So the important is that if they will ask you the functions and moreover that their presence, that where it is present. Okay, got it? Got it, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, so this will be present in gallbladder also? No.
Gallbladder, yeah, it is. The gallbladder is type of, we can say that, yeah, it may be present there. Okay, so the
Okay.
cuboidal tissue is found in the kidney tubules, salivary glands, etc. They provide mechanical support. Means what are the main functions of epithelial tissue is to provide support. Okay, so if I'm talking about the support, then they will be providing support. So which tissue provides support? Epithelial tissue provides support to the organ. Okay, and helping the main function it help in absorption and excretion. Means absorption, the food that is being absorbed, or okay, and it also help in excretion. Excretion means removal of waste product. So note it down, cuboidal. Done? Noted this one?
Yes, sir.
Now the next type of tissue is columnar. Column means pillar-like cells. There will be next is pillar-like cell that I have shown you. Okay, and these are the pillar-like cells that may be present. Okay, like if I'm talking about, these are the pillar-like cells like we have here. Okay, these are the pillar-like cells. Okay. These are the pillar-like cells, and so we called it columnar epithelial tissue. Okay, got it? Columnar epithelial tissue. So if I talk about this columnar epithelial tissue, we can say that these are the tall cylindrical cells. Means they are the tall cylindrical cells. We can say, okay, and they consist of finger-like, hair-like projection. Sometimes they have the hair-like projection. So if they are having the hair-like projections, then they are called, sometimes when they are called hair-like projections here, they are having some hair-like projection, then they become ciliated columnar epithelial cells. Ciliated columnar epithelial cell. Okay, got it? Got it?
Yes, sir.
And they are generally present where they are present. They are present in the stomach, in the lining of the stomach. Where are they present? Tell me.
Lining of stomach.
Yes, they are present in the inner lining of the stomach. Okay, intestine, inner lining of inner lining of stomach, small intestine. Okay, or we can say that they are what the main function of this one is stomach and small intestine. Mainly they are just providing the support. First of all, epithelial tissue means providing the support is the first answer. Every tissue provides support. Every epithelial tissue provides support. Along with this one, it also help in the absorptions of, means the food is being digested. So since the food is being digested and it need to be absorbed in the small intestine, so we can say that this is the small intestine, like we have finger-like position in a small intestine. If the food is being absorbed from this layer, so this layer is containing, the top layer is containing, we can say that this is the epithelial tissue. It is columnar epithelial tissue. Okay, and it provides mechanical support like gastric glands and absorptions of various components of food. So now you understood what's the functions of the columnar and what is columnar tissue, columnar epithelial tissue. So columnar is plaque-like cells, okay, or cylindrical-like cells. Got it?
Yes, I got it.
Got it. So note it down. Note it down. It consists of tall cylindrical cells, free end to end, and consists of finger-like projections. And if it is consisting of finger-like projections, okay, and columnar tissue are found in the inner lining of the stomach, small intestine, and help in the absorptions and secretion of gastric juices and provide mechanical support to the organs.
Sir,
Yes. Yes, Amni, are
sir,
you saying?
done. Yeah, sir, done.
Okay. So next type is glandular epithelial tissue. Glandular means that is some gland-like structure. If I'm talking about the glandular epithelial tissue, then it means that we're just talking about the glandular, means there is something gland-like structure that can secrete things. Okay. Okay. So if I'm talking about glandular epithelial tissue, epithelial tissue. So what does it means? What does glandular means? Glandular means anything that has capability to secrete some liquids. There are some portion in the body, some part in the body that secretes some hormones, some glands, some enzymes that help in the digestion. Okay, so we can say that the glandular epithelial tissue help in means in secretion some enzymes and hormones. Okay, okay.
Okay, sir.
And these plays a very important role in the digestion. For example, there are certain enzymes, certain liquids that help in the digestion of foods. So these liquids are secreted by some glands that is present inside the body. Okay, so we can say that these are called glandular epithelial tissue. Okay, okay, are you understood? So if you're going to need note it down, so wait a minute. Note this one. Glandular epithelial tissue are that form multicellular gland which provide chemicals. Done, noted?
Yes, sir.
Note. Okay. The next type of tissue that we're going to study is which tissue should we study first? Let us start studying muscular tissue. Okay, muscular tissue. Then we shall study the connective tissue. So muscular tissue, you know that this is a tissue that consists of, we can say that that is of muscles. Okay, there are different types of tissue that are like a smooth muscular tissue. Okay, that generally have uh, like we have the heart. This is present some in the heart. Okay, and we can say that the other one is the cardiac. Okay, the third one is a striated or skeleton muscular tissue. So there are different types of tissue that we have also discussed in the table or the chart that we have given to you. Okay, here. So in this chart, we have different types of tissue, the muscular tissue. The muscular tissue table is in the table. It is not given to you, but uh, we should make this one. Muscular tissue has different types of tissue. One is the cardiac tissue, cardiac. The second one is that is present in the heart, cardiac. The second one is skeleton, skeleton. The third one is smooth, or cardiac is almost same, we can say, or like we have a smooth connective, smooth muscular tissue, okay, or we can call it, and this is also called striated. Note it down. Note it down. Cardiac, skeleton, striated, and smooth. So muscular tissue. Let's start about studying about the muscular tissue. Okay. Done.
No, sir. 1 minute.
So what is the main function of, if I talk about the first one is muscular tissue. So muscular tissue, we can say that muscular tissue of different types, and they help in the contraction and relaxation. Okay, and like the heart, in the heartbeat, there is a contraction and relaxation is taking place. In the if you are moving something, okay, if you are lifting my hand upward, so this is due to the contraction and relaxation in the muscles. Okay, and this is done with the help of a specialized protein like actin and myosin. These are the different types of protein that help in the contraction and relaxation of muscles, and due to that we are able to move, we are able to walk, we are able to lift some things. Okay, so muscular tissue are various types. So before studying each and everything, so let you write it here. That is first one, muscular tissue. It is composed of elongated cells called muscle fibers. Okay, and these tissues allow the movement of body by contraction and relaxation. It contains special contractile protein which help in the contraction, relaxation, and cause movement. Okay, noted. Done? Done, Avni?
Yes, sir. Done.
Done. Okay. Now the muscular tissue are of generally three types that I have talked about: the skeleton, the smooth, and the cardiac. Okay. So if I talk about the cardiac, skeleton, and the other one, so let's talk first about the smooth. The smooth muscles are just involuntary muscles that does not have we cannot control them. Okay, if I talk about this one, smooth muscles are those that are those means they don't have uh, they are not in our control. Like we can lift our hand. This is the skeleton muscle that help in doing work according to our will. But if I talk about there's some involuntary action that we cannot control. For example, if you eat some food, the food will reaches to this stomach, and then it will reaches to the small intestine. Okay, due to the contraction of a small intestine, stomach, and it reaches to. Okay, so this is due. There are some like the like we have different types of functions if that are not in our control. So we can say that these are controlled by these are the smooth muscles are generally present where there is involuntary action is taking place. Okay, that is not in our will. Okay, got it. And the type of cells that it has is the spindle shape, like a structure. Spindle means like this shape. They have this shape like this, like muscles. Okay, this is like this type of cells it is present. Okay, it is having. Got it? Like this type of.
Yes,
This
sir.
is a
Got it.
this is spindle shape. Spindle shape. Okay, and each one has one nucleus. Only one nucleus is present. The smooth muscle is found in the organs where the involuntary movements means the movement where we cannot control is possible. Example like muscles and the muscles of stomach. Now don't say that stomach is also going to have the columnar or cuboidal epithelial tissue. So it does not mean so. It is the upper epithelial tissue forms only the upper layer, the top layer. Flesh is made up of different types of tissue. The top layer is made up of only epithelial cells, but the other one, okay, if I'm talking about the other one, the inner layer, they are having what they are having actually, they are having muscles tissue. So muscles tissue that is smooth muscles. Okay, okay, got it.
Okay, sir. Got it.
Note it down in your copy. Okay,
Sir, done.
done everybody in the class.
Sir, done.
So, and this is smooth muscles is also called non-striated muscles. What call it? Non-muscles. So note it down. This is also called is non-striated muscles. Non-striated muscles. This is also called a smooth muscle. Okay, and this is I have told you they are involuntary muscles. They are also known as smooth muscles. They are spindle shape, uninucleated, and they are enclosed by a many by membrane of many fibers joined together in the bundle. We can say that these are found in the note it down. This point, note it down. Such muscles are found in the wall of the stomach, small intestine, urinary bladder, bronchi, iris of eye, and it help in the peristaltic movement of involuntary canal brought by the smooth muscles. So note this one also. Note the last 2 points. Which muscle is spindle shaped?
Smooth muscle.
Smooth muscle or non-striated. The word striated means they are not going to have light and dark band. Let me discuss first striated muscle, then we will tell you the difference of this one. Okay. And they are present in the where the contraction and relaxations is not in our control, like we have urinary bladder. So when we feel that we need to go to the washroom, then we need to go. We cannot control it because this is not in our will. Okay. For example, if I'm having stomach pain, so I'm having stomach pain due to the contraction of stomach muscles. So we cannot control it. Okay, we cannot relax the contraction of stomach muscles because they are not in our will. Okay, got it. For example, if you go into the sunlight and you when you open your eyes, you just bring your eyes, you just close your eyes. Okay, why you are closing? Because the iris is controlling the intensity of light. Okay, and this is not in our will. It is controlled accordingly. So iris take time. So when you are moving coming from a dark room and you suddenly went into the light room or some area which is with having much sunlight, then you generally close your eyes and you just start doing like this. Okay, then during that time the iris is taking time to contract itself. Means iris is, what is iris? First of all, let me tell you that we have this eye. Okay, there is a
That is
hole,
eye point.
that is eye. This is the pupil. The light is entering into this dark spot, and this is the iris. This color that you see, the different colors portion. That you see that some eyes are blue, some eyes are gray, some eyes brown, some eyes black. So this black group, this is iris. So actually, this iris control the opening of this one. Sometimes this whole when you go into the dark room, then this hole become larger because iris open this one. This become larger and more light can go through it. Okay, but when we are in the dark sunlight, then iris decreases the whole of this one. So it take time for iris. Every time when we go to the sunlight, we don't do like this, because this time that our iris has control, or we can say that it has close decreases the opening of this pupil, darkest black spot. And because of that, we low amount of light will enter in our eye. In Okay, so we need not to do like this. So this is controlled, but it takes some time. When you instantly go, if you are sitting in a dark room and you instantly go into the light area, then it will take time for the iris to adjust this opening. And okay, and this is not in our control. Okay, so we can say that this is also made up of smooth muscles. Okay, like in bronchi also, bronchial alveoli. So the contraction of lungs and relaxation of lung, that is not in our control. The peristaltic movement is that when we engulf the food, uh, okay, and then the food reaches to the stomach. But due to contraction of this this food pipe contract and push the food into the stomach. If you even eat the food having your feet upside and head downward, then even the food will go against the gravity. Are you getting my point? Even if you eat the food having your feet upside and the head downward, then still the food will reaches into the stomach. Why it is reaching to the stomach? Because of the peristaltic movement. Because when you eat something, then the this esophagus or the food pipe uh, press this one and help the food to enter into the stomach. Okay, got it. So this is also not in our control. This is also controlled by this is not in our will, so we can say that it is an involuntary action. Peristaltic movement is an involuntary action, so it is not controlled by us. Okay, got it. So that's all for today, dear student. We'll meet you in the next class. Have you done this one? Have you done
Sir,
this one?
okay,
No,
yeah.
sir. No, sir.
Because I didn't see the time. So if you have not done this one, please take the screenshot, because I am going to have an extra class and I didn't see